Hi everybody. Today I am going to share some of my views about the concept Fourth World Literature. Today's topic is Fourth World Literature and Introduction. George Manuel, the most significant, powerful, and revered Indigenous leader of Canada, advocated the political unification of Indigenous people across the globe by the formation of the Fourth World Movement and gave prominence to the concept of Fourth World. In 1967, Nuta Milando, while in a conversation with George Manuel of Canada, used the term Fourth World and defined it when native people came into their own on their basis of their own culture and traditions. That will be the Fourth World. Fourth World people. Fourth World people are the original indigenous inhabitants, those who existed before European or other colonizers invaded, occupied, or otherwise conquered and settled their homelands. The people of ancient nations that lived beyond modern industrial norm and abounded in hunter gatherers, nomadic, pastoral, and farmers constitute the fourth world. The inhabitants of the fourth world reside both in urban and rural areas, but they are structurally irrelevant in the society as they neither produce nor consume what is considered important in a globalized and technologically connected world. Countries of Fourth World: Native people of America, Aboriginals of Australia, Maoris of New Zealand, First Nations of Canada, Dalit and tribes of India are considered as people of Fourth World. The non recognition and exclusion of vast populace, Romani people, Sami, Assyrian, Kurds, and other indigenous of the First Nations are to be included in the Fourth World. It is not a challenge against the third or the first world, but a protest against an age old attitude ingrained in the society about the marginalized of the fourth world. The fourth world exists from time immemorial since the first world, second world, and the third world, but it has no room of its own in mainstream literature. So, it was not an invention of a new world, it was a discovery. Coming into the term fourth world literature, it refers to the written work of native people living in a land that has been taken over by non natives. Besides literature and culture, deliberation can occur upon the other aspects of a fourth world, which demand some attention from other disciplines like cultural studies, ethnic studies, black studies, Dalit and tribal studies, women studies, queer studies, post colonial studies, class relations, economics, international relations, anthropology, area studies, sociology, and linguistics, etc. Fourth world literature is a space for understanding the shared cultural experience of the people who were once the majority of the population and who have, through colonial occupation, been the victims of genocide, both cultural and physical, that reduced their numbers so that they are now in the minority in colonially occupied land. Fourth world literature is full of man's ruthless materialism and imperialistic will. Owing to its dialectic variation and terminological variations, fourth world literature can be best understood when considered through a socio-linguistic lens because such a lens connects indigenous culture to their language and oral traditions. The mainstream writers' literary representation of these ethnic minority groups often tends to be a romanticization, objectification, or mere stereotyping. Hence, there is an urgent need of a separate niche of the fourth world literature to be carved on the literary canon. Important works on fourth world literature. To promote the perspective of the fourth world, with the assistance of Michael Postlens, George Manuel published The Fourth World and Indian Reality in the year 1974. Throughout this work, Manuel alludes to a history of shared experiences among the indigenous communities of this world who are struggling for self determination identity. Second important book, Black Words White Page, Aboriginal Literature from 1929 to 1988. In this influential book, Shoemaker has presented Aboriginal literature as Australia's fourth world literature. Upholding the same spirit, Gordon Brotherson wrote a book, Fourth World, Reading the Native Americans Through Their Literature, 1992. The book has explored landscapes and chronologies of this world using indigenous sources as primary sources. Stephen Kahn, in his History's Shadow Native Americans and Historical Consciousness in the 19th Century, 2004, demonstrate that the exclusion of native histories from human history has impressed the consciousness of societies and an imaginary static peoples who exist with the past but without a history. A recent publication exploring fourth world literatures, tribals, Adivasis, and Dalits 2011, edited by Raja Shekhar Pateti, asserted to incorporate Dalits and tribals of India to be a part of fourth world social and literary identity in order to make the fourth world concept a broader and complete phenomenon. For American Indian literatures, the key event occurred in 1969 when N. Scott Mamede won a Pulitzer Prize for his first novel, House Made of Dawn, in 1968. It was the first major recognition for a work of Native American literature and a landmark for those seeking to understand indigenous identities in the light of fourth world viewpoint. The publication of House Made of Dawn, beyond doubt, initiated and opened the way for other Native American writers to publish works which deals with native life in the United States. This renaissance has continued to this day. For centuries, Native Americans were portrayed as primitive, violent, superstitious, backward, and inarticulate. However, Mamede's literary talent, placid demeanor, and optimistic outlook convinced many to re-evaluate that stereotype. In 1969, Pulitzer Prize forced the dominant culture to acknowledge that 20th century American Indians were capable of producing written literatures that was intellectually demanding and serious. His artistic assertion is deeply rooted in indigenous cultures and oral traditions. Contribution of India in promoting fourth world literature. Many universities and research institutions are now organizing conferences on fourth world literature. These conferences and seminars on fourth world literature will enrich prospects and explore the ways how to challenges posed by the mainstream literature to the fourth world literature globally. The conferences not only encourage but makes a strong plea for voicing the silenced ethnic marginal. By this, I hope you might have a better understanding about this term, fourth world literature. Thank you, Anandal. Thank you.